Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. One more time. Welcome to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast. I'm Larry Monkey. Yeah, baby. You can find me on the internet at FF Larry Monkey. I shouldn't even introduce myself like that, man. I don't know why people do that. It's just Dynasty Hot Sauce. Just look that matter. You know? Ooh, who's that laughing? I don't know. It's got a farmer's tan. That's, man. Kind of crazy about my farmer's tan. With a baby blue t-shirt from this vantage point. Phone charging in his hand. Maybe the camera could come up a little higher. So at the bottom junk view there, perhaps. And run DFF. Justin Rogers. What's up, my man?
Dude, there's no junk in the camera, dog.
I got a full. What do they call that?
You're seeing the side of my leg. This is the side.
Are you wearing like jeans?
No, there's some gray shorts.
They're not jean shorts.
The only pair of jean shorts I have.
Made yourself?
Well, no. Actually, I think I have two pairs. They were for work at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh,
I wore jorts to work every day.
Jorts.
Yeah, it used to be black pants, and you could wear black shorts. So I used to wear black shorts.
Oh, well, the black ones are, yeah.
And then they changed it to jeans, and I looked at the owner and I said, "Hey, can I wear can I wear jean shorts?" And he was like, "Yeah." And off to Bass Pro Shop I went to get myself a pair of jean shorts. And my wife bought me some for Christmas or birthday, something another time.
Wow.
So, yeah, man. I got no shame. I wore jean shorts every Thursday and Friday for like 5-6 years.
I'm surprised you don't make them your own, man. Just cut them right, cut an old pair of dungarees up there, right? Let's get that little frilliness at the bottom.
I would, except none of them fit in the waist anymore. So none of my old jeans, and I ain't cutting my new jeans up.
Yes,
jeans, you know.
Yep.
That's what you do to old jeans when you mess up the bottom of them.
Well, you know what you do to an old team? You leave the league, and then you let it sit out there and get into a dispersal with a couple of other shit teams, and then you end up in the dispersal that I'm in with Steady Eddie and some guy named Alan.
Yeah. I brought Alan over from another league I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, it's another one of Ruben's leagues, but I recruited him out of that league. So we are finally rocking and rolling in DDL3. I get to figure out if my Debbie team is going to become good. At least I get to see the progress.
Yeah.
Where I get to see Shador Sanders on my roster and Emeka Egbuka and Ted McMillan and Quinshon Judkins and all these guys. So Luther Burden. I got a plethora of players that are coming up this year.
No one cares about your team. You're not in the dispersal, man.
Yeah. No,
there's 3 teams right now.
The question is, Larry, are you in the dispersal? It took you 7 hours and 45 minutes to make your first pick, Larry.
The first pick of this dispersal was at 10:36 a.m. And I had no idea because I have not been in this chat at all. This was I was just added to this, I think, like a week ago or something.
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see when you were added. You might have been added a week ago, but then let's see.
I just haven't been. I didn't know what was going on.
I mean, Ruben was tagging you, like, "Hey, check your email," and then Alan messaged at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. on the dot. Larry Monkey up.
Yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, I didn't check. I was busy today, man.
The first pick was made at 9:56 a.m. because before he tagged you, he said Lamar off, Larry Monkey up, or something like that.
Well, I was very excited to
miss the entire dispersal.
Get my first Joe Burrow in the history of
Larry Monkey.
The Larry Monkey history. He's never had Joe Burrow, I don't believe. Yeah, I'm excited.
I ended up with Burrow I think it was from an orphan or a dispersal, and I traded for him.
T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, both in this dispersal,
Yes.
not on my team.
Neither of them on your team. Right. Yeah.
So there aren't too many good players in this draft.
You know what?
I'm taking ready.
There's still something out there, and I haven't looked.
No, there's not.
Well, Chris Godwin is out there.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk is out there. Tyreek Hill.
A couple of meh guys.
Jacoby Myers, Chris Olave.
You know what? You know what was catching my eye? Like, who the hell was Jonathan Taylor still out there?
Yes, Jonathan Taylor's still out there.
So I figured there was such a lack of everything there. I was like, you know what? Let me just take the third QB. You know,
Alan is in the chat, by the way. So we have all three of you. Eddie's in the chat. Alan's in the chat, and here you are.
Yeah, this was a snipe. The Hampton snipe. That one hurt, man. I was like JJ McCarthy or Marion Hampton. I'm like, eh.
Well, let's go over how it's gone so far. Let's go over how it's going.
Yeah, then we
because I have commentary. All right, so it went Alan, then you, and then Eddie, and then back around. Snake dispersal. So Alan had the first pick. He takes, Lamar Jackson. No brainer.
Hold on a second here. Let's give like a quick high-level settings overview of this league.
Okay,
I don't even know.
I got you. I've been in the league since the inception, so I know it. 14-team Superflex. It was a 16-team. We took it down to 14 last year. Did a dispersal auction. So 14-team Superflex. Start 11, I believe. 2-point tight end premium with small point carry. So yeah, it's an interesting league. It's 36 Debbys drafted every year. So we run. We'll have a separate Debbie auction. We'll have a rookie auction and a Debbie auction. Keep the auction thing in mind when you're talking about taking picks. Is that
yeah? I'm fully aware this is.
I'm telling you right now, if it was me, I'd be really interested in starting to hammer picks because somebody could have a whole lot of rookie draft capital.
Well, that was my other like where do these picks lie? Like what place?
Well, I think you're going to have to. Let's see.
What I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for right now. I want to know.
I'm going to go to the message board and see if. Okay, so the draft board is on the message. The draft order is on the message board.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second here. You guys are going to be fucking. This is high level business right here, baby. We are not messing around on Hot Sauce Pod. We are not messing around.
I don't need to go full screen because I have it in my hand.
Oh,
of course I do. All right, so we got the rundown, and this is how it went. It went Lamar, Joe Burrow, and then Steady Eddie double tap Jamar Chase, Trey McBride, and then you went C.J. Stroud, and you screwed up.
I screwed up?
Yep.
Why?
Screwed up.
For Brian Thomas?
Because Justin Jefferson went right after that. How do you take C.J. Stroud over Justin Jefferson? How do you do it?
Well, I wanted a second quarterback.
You have 3 quarterbacks now.
Right.
You were worried about a second quarterback instead of taking best player available. You can't. You need to be taking value. Who's going to go more?
I think C.J. Stroud is going to bounce back, dude.
Bounce back or not, I doubt he passes Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is like the 6th pick in a startup, something like that. Right?
Let's take a look at that, man. Let's go.
He's somewhere around there. We don't have to. It doesn't have to be exact, but he's somewhere around there.
He's not that far.
So Alan gets
C.J. Stroud.
Do what?
He's not that far from C.J. Stroud, dude.
I bet C.J. Stroud is a mid-second rounder, and
mid-second round.
And Jefferson is a mid-first. Yeah. Yeah. The luster has worn off of C.J. Stroud. He doesn't have the elite ceiling because he doesn't run the ball, and he just had a sophomore slump. While you're looking that up, Justin Jefferson, Allen goes Justin Jefferson, Dak Prescott. So he's at Lamar, Jefferson, Prescott. He got his second quarterback, and he got, in my opinion, the wide receiver 1. I know a lot of people like Jamar Chase more. I still want Justin Jefferson. And then you came back with Brian Thomas Jr., which is fine. And then Eddie goes, Jared Goff, Garrett Wilson. Now, I thought this was a mistake where
Jared Goff.
No. Jared Goff is the pick there. But is Garrett Wilson the pick?
Who else is the pick? That's 1,000 yards every season with the chick QBs. Like he's not going to do that again.
In a 14 team, I don't want to leave the dispersal without 2 quarterbacks.
And in a 14 team, I don't want to leave the dispersal without 3 quarterbacks if I have an opportunity to get 3.
Yeah, but now you're relying on trading, and you had a better chance of trading. You could have traded Justin Jefferson for more than you could trade CJ Stroud.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what you need to be listening to Shane and Scott, because they were just talking about that. Like you're not drafting your lineup in a dispersal. That's not what you're doing. You're not drafting your lineup at all. You're drafting pieces that you can split, that you can move, that you can work with.
Well, I figured a QB and a 14-teamer is worth something.
But there might be a boost on that, but it ain't enough to get to Justin Jefferson. Did you look up that? I know you were looking up ADP. You don't want to say what it is.
I don't want to say it. No, CJ Stroud 22nd.
Yeah, so a late second rounder. Where's Justin Jefferson?
But he's number 8.
So 14 picks apart. At the top of the draft is huge.
Yeah.
It's not 14 picks in the 7th and 8th round. It's 14 picks in the 1st and 2nd round. I tell you what. I try to teach you, and you just don't listen to me anymore.
Dude, these other both of these guys don't have a quarterbacks.
Who doesn't?
Well, Lamar is nice.
And Dak is fine.
Is he, though?
You mean the MVP runner-up in 2023? Is he?
Dude, it's 2025 right now.
Yeah, so we played 1 season since then, and he was fine. Was he great? Absolutely not. Was CJ Stroud great, Larry? Absolutely not.
Dude, don't shit on Stroud. He's going to have a bounce back season.
That's fine. He can bounce back to like QB 11, and it'll be fine. Fine.
Well,
so you go Brian Thomas Jr., we go Jared Goff, Garrett Wilson, back to you JJ McCarthy, and then Alan snipes you with Omarion Hampton and T. Higgins, because it is a Debbie, so there are
right.
Here's Hampton in the asset list. Is there any? No, I was going to say, are there any?
It's not any. There's no
things that are interesting in the Debbie list. There's not. There's a couple. No. There's a couple Debbie picks that are interesting. Like, don't ignore those later.
All right. What is this? What is this? Beware Fog Debbie
25? That's his team. Okay, we each get 1 Debbie pick, and then there's 3 rounds of rookie draft picks.
So what? This is a Debbie pick.
That's his Debbie pick for this year, right?
So how do the Debbie picks?
We do a rookie. Listen,
into the rookie draft.
Listen, I already said it, but you weren't listening.
Yes, I was not.
There's a rookie auction and a Debbie auction, and we'll do a Debbie auction. That's way later in the summer, and then we do 36 Debbies in that auction.
Okay.
Yes.
Why don't you combine them into the rookie one? Just have a big draft.
I'm not the commissioner. Because then you'd have less auctions. And who the hell wants less auctions, Larry? Come on, man. More auctions. More auctions. I'm not in this to do less. I will say, Ruben, I can't believe you didn't do this as a dispersal auction. I'm disappointed in you, sir. Disappointed.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, and it's easy to run on. It's easy to run on MFL, especially since he already has like the picks created, because they're dummy placeholders. So,
okay, well, I should have made my pick earlier, but I'm just gonna fucking hammer picks. I don't know what place this dude is in, but
if you go to the message board, you can see the draft order.
Right.
Beware the Fog is the 104. What was the other pick?
Yeah, because I'll just change it.
Unicorn was
What's the highest first rounder?
Unicorn is the 110. So
Okay.
and then the first rounders. Hold on. See, I'm having to go back and forth. Actually, I guess I don't have to go back and forth. I can go full screen here.
'Cause I'm not in the
You
league.
see.
I don't have the league.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, so let me see here. I'm going to go back to the message board. All right. All right. We got Way, Unicorn, Tidwell, Shane, and Stats. All right. Shane was the 103. Tidwell's the 107. Way's the 108. Unicorn's the 110. And Stats is the 114. I can send you these.
I want Shane's.
I can send you the what the picks are.
All right, whatever.
I'm gonna. Here, I'll do this.
Shane was the 103. All right.
This is the pick order, folks. All right, so I just posted it in the league chat, so you guys can have that. So if you want to save the picture that I just posted in the league chat, and that same order will apply for Debbie. But again, they're auction. So don't take one and then ignore it. Don't take like, oh, I got the 103 and then get away. Like if you're gonna go auction, if you're gonna go picks, you need to commit to picks.
Right.
So who did you just take? You just took Shane's
103. Shane's.
Yeah, because Dickie was first, I was second, Shane was 103. So yep. Dickie and I, this is a league where Dickie and I both completely punted. All we have is Debbie players. Like there were weeks I couldn't set a lineup because I didn't have enough players with buys. And MFL won't allow you to set a lineup if you don't have enough players. So I couldn't even I had an ineligible lineup and I couldn't fix it because I didn't have enough players to actually fix it. So,
all right.
Yeah. I'm excited for the this one has not been rolled over. I'm excited to have it roll over and for all these players to be added to rosters. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. I'm still a year away unless I start making some moves.
Gotcha.
But it is fun.
So what else is going on? Shizzzz Sanders dropping like a sliding down the draft board before it hasn't even.
Is he?
I think it's all smoke screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's visiting teams at the top and stuff. Who the hell knows? I think he still goes like top 7 or 8. Yeah. You know who's sliding is your boy Matthew Golden. Where's he been?
Oh, he's sliding?
Yeah, ain't nobody talking about him. That dude is disappeared.
I just heard.
And Amarian Hampton is sliding. Speaking of.
Really?
A month and a half ago, he's a first rounder. And I said, no way. And then I started hearing the hype. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's going first round. And then it's back to, I don't know.
Trying to get the draft party together. Swags was supposed to be on. He's sick. So I try to see if he'll come on for the draft for a couple of picks.
Yeah, I bet he'll pop in for a little bit.
The Dynasty Madman got a like a hot sauce league. You got to pay the fee email. So he wanted to remind me that he was out of the league.
Who was that? Sorry, I wasn't.
Madman.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, just forget about that. But
yeah, I haven't updated. Well, he can leave it.
Well, I just said, don't worry about it. But what are you doing for the draft? When you come on
Yeah, he needs to come hang out. Yeah.
Oh, look at Dickie hanging out. Dickie is sliding.
He thinks Tet is sliding or slimping. Is that slumping, sliding? Is this are we combining words there, Dickie? Are you slurring your chat? Is that what you're doing there? You're slurring your text?
Tet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know. Tet's just been so far off the radar. I have no idea. Do you have any hint or inkling as to who is going to be the wide receiver 1 in this class off the NFL draft board? I have no clue.
Me?
Yeah.
Who's the wide receiver 1 that's going to come off the draft board?
Yeah, like I have no clue.
Well, I would say
about like 4 guys.
It'll be Travis Hunter.
Yeah, right. Okay. Other than Travis,
I think he's going to come off as wide receiver. I think Cleveland's going to call him a wide receiver.
I think he. Did you see the little video? He's like, I want to be wide receiver, cornerback.
Yeah.
Because they asked him, how do you want them to announce it? And he's like, it better be wide receiver, cornerback. So, yeah. So, other than Travis Hunter, who is the anomaly because he's going to play two positions, who knows how much at either one. I think he's a full-time corner and a part-time wide receiver in the NFL, but we'll see. But other than him, who's the wide receiver that you think is coming off?
Well, I think it would have to be Ted McMillan.
You still think it's Ted? So if it's Teddy,
the Panthers,
too far, Jim. Slimping. Yeah, I don't know.
He's like a jump ball guy, right? So
yeah,
these young quarterbacks.
He's not a speed separator. He's not a speed separator. He is a body separator. He's a point of attack separator. So I don't think he's N'Keal Harry, who was all body and didn't create separation and therefore didn't succeed. I think Ted's a little bit different than that.
Well, if he goes to the
Patriots, trying to comp him to Mike Evans. I don't think he's Mike Evans.
If he goes to the Pats, I'm out.
Hold on, you're all in on Drake May, but you're out on any receiver they draft?
Yeah, they just can't. They don't know how to do it. They ruin them. They ruin the receiver.
Make it make sense. It's oh man,
got some rushing upside with May.
Rushing upside doesn't mean anything if you can't throw. So he better be throwing well. And if you're going to bank on that throwing, then you might as well have his wide receiver one, his only target out there. I mean, who else is he going to throw to? Whatever receiver they take is going to get targets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to give someone else 140 targets. There's a bunch of 80 target dudes on there. But Dickie says the Drake May hype is unreal. You're right about that. You're right about that. It's gotten ridiculous.
Let's see which way to go.
I've become the Drake May hater of the streets. Like you walk down the street and here I am, the Drake May hater.
The Drake May hater.
I don't know. Well, I made a trade today with one of Alan's buddies.
Oh yeah.
See, this is how it went down. Alan found somebody for the other league that Ruben commissions. Ruben was looking for one owner in that one and 3 in DDL. So Alan finds that, and I posted, hey, if anyone's interested, a couple of us are paying the fees for the teams in DDL3 if anybody wants a free team. So Alan's like, yeah, I'll get in. So anyway, Alan found a buddy for that other one, and he came and joined our league, DDL3. So I got a trader. This guy is ready to rock and roll. He is ready to move. He got this team. It was just one orphan, so he didn't have a dispersal or anything. That dude apparently has been hammering offers. And I have a couple in my inbox. Let me read them to you. This is also an auction league. Sean Tucker or the 311.
What?
Sean Tucker or the 311.
311.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to roster Sean Tucker right now. Mike Evans or the 311 and a 2026 probably playoff first. So 311 doesn't matter.
Right.
The 2026 playoff first.
I'll take the first.
Yeah, I want to hold the first. I have enough starters.
See you later, Mike Evans. I
have Mike Evans. I have the first. I'm the playoff. Oh. He's the guy trying to get rid of assets. But I did manage to do a deal, and I didn't even counter it. I got the offer, and I tried to see, okay, do I need to look at this, and maybe I can counter it. And I looked at our teams, and I just thought, you know what, it's close enough. So I didn't counter this. But let me give you the two sides, and you tell me what you like.
All right.
I mentioned it in the chat, in the Patreon chat. If you're interested in being a patron, I think we got do we have a $1 tier now? Is that what you said, Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a $1, a $3, and a $10 tier.
That's right.
The $10 tier, we send you Larry's nudes.
Oh, that's not true.
That's not true. You're right. But yeah, you get into our Patreon chat on GroupMe where we bullshit all day. We talk about milking robots and almond nuts and cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a thing.
Farming, some hunting stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Lots of football.
Lots of football. So anyways, I mentioned it in the chat. And I left off the 309 in the chat conversation because it didn't matter. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, and the 309, or Joe Mixon and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah. I still want Malik Neighbors.
I wanted Malik Neighbors too. So I got Malik Neighbors.
And a bonus and a Mixon sweetener.
Well, I mean, there was Jalen Waddle on the other side. So
he's not going to have.
He's worth more than Joe Mixon. The 28-year-old.
I don't think that much.
I don't know how much more, but I know that I got a 4-year age reset on Malik Neighbors and you know.
Well, Neighbors
so I'm super happy about doing that. That was the intrigue for me. This team had gotten a little old, and I worked on getting it younger. So I'll take that. I got a young wide receiver quarterback core with Jaden Daniels and Kyler Murray. And now this gives me another running back in a PPC league. Bucky Irving, Kyron Williams, Joe Mixon, to go with Pacheco, Najee Harris. I mean, there's some pieces there for me to work with. So my wide receiver core gets a little thinner now. It's a start one wide receiver, so I'm not stressing it too much. I got Malik Neighbors, and then it's guys like Calvin Ridley, Cooper Kupp, Jerry Jeudy.
Ugh.
So that could be a little sketchy.
Well, what's going on with Jerry Jeudy? Remember, he was worth a first rounder at one point last season.
If you were in the playoffs, he was worth a first rounder.
Yeah,
that dude was balling. Well, Deshaun Watson's not the quarterback this year, so I feel good about him.
He made all his. Yeah, I mean, Jameis Winston was the guy that hooked him up, right?
Right, but I think it's just the fact that it was somebody besides Deshaun Watson. Like, we can all just scream it from the rooftop. Deshaun Watson sucks. It's over for him. The Browns, I think the owner or GM, they said that it was a mistake. Like, they've just come out and said it.
Right. But who's going to be their quarterback now?
Shizzzz Sanders.
Oh, you think they're just going to take him?
I
mean, if you look at the betting odds,
unless they're just tanking for Arch, I don't know.
Well, there's betting odds on all these.
Yeah. I've not looked at any draft betting odds, and we are now 2 weeks away from the draft. Just 2 weeks. That's right, folks. Just 2 weeks away from the draft. And then rookie drafts start. It's going to get ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter. The Giants. Holy moly. And then Shador. Fourth.
At fourth overall odds.
Yeah. Who's picking fourth?
I don't know. It's another quarter. There was 3 quarterback needy teams at the top. NFL draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know the number 1 overall pick odds. There you go. The number 1.
That is the number 1.
Yeah.
New England's number 4.
Yeah. So Travis Hunter is the favorite to go to Cleveland.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Shador is a long shot to go to Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, I meant. I think Travis Hunter ends up in New York. Although I could see New York taking Shador Sanders. Absolutely.
The odds are not that bad. It's plus 650. So it's Abdul Carter is the favorite for the Giants at 3. Yeah, minus 225.
So
Travis Hunter plus 240.
If neither Cleveland or the Giants take a quarterback, they're racing to the bottom. They're both in the Arch Manning business. Yeah. Pats are 4th, Jacksonville 5th, Vegas 6th. So 4, 5, 6, nobody needs a quarterback. The Jets are 7th. They could draft a quarterback. I know they're preaching that they've got Justin Fields and they love him, yada, 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 but they only gave him $40 million, 30 guaranteed, so for 2 years. So it's not like they've got a huge investment in him. Carolina at 8. They've got theirs. New Orleans at 9. That would be an interesting fit for Shizzzz Sanders. New Orleans at 9. They've got Derek Carr for a year, and then throw Sanders in there. That would be.
They're
10
in quarterback.
Chicago, they're set. San Francisco, Dallas, Miami, Indy at 14. I don't think they go quarterback. Atlanta, Arizona, Cincinnati, Seattle. All these teams have quarterbacks. So if Shedeur ends up down there, I mean, if he goes all the way down to Pittsburgh at 21, that's an option. But other than that, there's nobody left that needs one. He'll be a second rounder.
Nobody left.
If he gets past Pittsburgh, he's going to be sitting there undrafted until the second round. There's just nothing that fits. Every team on here, the Rams, but they just gave Stafford a couple-year extension. So
the Rams are in the market for a QB.
They just gave Stafford an extension, I believe.
If you look at their needs, it says quarterback.
Yes. Okay.
So let's get into this top 60 best Dynasty Fantasy Football podcast.
Yes. The world is aware that you're very proud of this, and I don't blame you. What are we, 8?
No, we've dropped out of the top 10 already.
No way. This is bad. Why are we promoting them then? Screw that shit.
We're 11. We're 11.
It's because we took last week off. It hurt.
Right.
It hurt our
right. No. But we still dropped the show, didn't we? Yeah. Still the Bill show dropped. The Super Dupaflex.
Occasionally, like I said before, occasionally I listen to our podcast, but who the hell wants to listen to themselves talk? Nobody wants to listen to me ramble twice. At least the listeners only have to do it once.
Well, I edit it, and then I have to listen to it just to make sure it.
Yeah, but that's not a wonky
business.
Yeah, I apologize.
Sometimes I've caught sometimes I put the wrong, the pre-edited version out, it was.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I've done that before. I've done all kinds of weird stuff. So yeah, I definitely have to listen to it.
That's funny that you do that because I don't. When I was doing it, I never had the pre-edited version ready to drop in the format that it needed to be. So
yeah, it's just me not paying attention. Really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no surprise by that. You're old.
Right, exactly.
Small children,
I don't know.
You're high. I mean, there's
number of things
that can cause this.
Yes. So some guy emails me, and he's like, I don't know, what did he say? He was like, hey, Dynasty Hot Sauce podcast featured in Feed Spot Top 60 Dynasty Fantasy Football Podcasts. So then he writes this nice email. Blah, 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 blah. I recommend adding the website link, add your social, you could dress up the page with your links and stuff. Anyway. So,
I mean, it's cool that we're on that list. I mean, that's.
So I immediately thought we were 59 or something, right?
Right. Yeah. We snuck in on the list.
Yeah. Right. And I open it up and I'm scrolling, and it's the usual suspects: Dynasty Nerds, Fantasy Pros, Dynasty Rewind, Superflex, DLF, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh wait, here we are, right next to DLF. The DLF Dynasty podcast, the longest running weekly Dynasty Fantasy Football podcast, and then us, hosted by Ryan McDowell, that whole crew. And then that's us, right underneath.
You guys want to know what Larry did? Of course, he's like, maybe DLF will want us now.
There we go. Let's go with DLF. Uh-oh. Run DFF freezes at the perfect time. Look at this arm all up in the air.
I think I just
We
froze
have a Mississippi frozen screen. Oh, he's back. Here he is.
Yeah, I froze. I started seeing the black with the
The circles.
froze.
So what were you saying?
I was saying that you've long desired to be part of the DLF family of podcasts.
It's kind of been a running
Yeah,
something.
a bit.
Well,
Yeah,
well they had I guess way back when they had like a a form you fill out. You could apply to be a DLF podcast. So
Yeah.
I filled out the form. I went through all this effort to fill
Does it
out.
have a? But in there, did it say like NSFW? Yes, no. And you had to click not safe for work, and then they just like filter auto. Did they auto filter those out because you can't be not safe for work on their fan?
I don't know if that was an option. I have no idea.
I know.
Anyway.
That's the joke, Larry. Ha ha ha.
Man, that could be well, yes. Well, that's that we kind of made that up. Like, who knows? Maybe they've
Maybe they just don't like us. Maybe they just don't like us.
But we only promote them every single episode.
And then Ryan stops in and has
we get everybody. We've had everybody from almost everyone from DLF on the show. Most of those folks.
We had like of the main characters of DLF.
Well, over the years, most of them, everyone's kind of run through DLF.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
So, but talking about this list, a lot of the folks on this list have been on our show that are in the top 10.
Yeah.
Starting out with the Dynasty Nerds, guys. Let me share this screen. A little screen action. And who makes a list and calls it the 60 best Dynasty Fantasy Football podcast? Why
when you get down to the 60th, it's a little murky as to whether those are real podcasts.
But why don't you just say 50? Like, do you really you got to squeeze in another 10?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine.
Yeah. So the 60 best Dynasty Fantasy Football podcast. Starting out with the Dynasty Nerds. This is FeedSpot. Let's podcast.feedspot.com.
It's like they have a metric where they use your engagement and social media following.
The podcasters database. Anyways, I don't know what they do, but the Nerds are number 1. Fantasy Pros number 2.
Sure.
That's Pat Fitzmaurice. We should get him on, man. We're in the DDCL with that guy.
Yeah. You talking Fitz?
Right.
Yeah.
We've never had him on the show.
I'm
Under the helmet. What's that?
I'm actually surprised we've never had.
Yes. I had to reach out to that guy. But Under the Helmet, that was one of my first Dynasty pods that I listened to, but briefly.
Right.
Then that's where Katie Flower was with them, right? We had just had this guy number 4, Jack Falcone, undrafted. He was a good guest. And then I don't know who this guy is. You know this one?
I don't know Dynasty Alphas. I don't know that.
How about Smash Accept? I've seen them around.
I like the name of their podcast, Smash.
Smash Accept. Huh?
Yeah.
Now this guy, the Fantasy Wild Card. Okay, but it's a Dynasty podcast.
Yeah, and there's the rewind.
There's a rewind to number 8, Superflex Super Show number 9.
Sure.
I don't wonder who bumped us out of the top 10. Is my question.
I don't know. Somebody decided they really wanted in on this action.
Yeah.
So there we are at 11. Keep on going down. I want to see some more. What else we got down there?
The Trenches Dynasty League. That's
Dynasty Roundtable. I mean, we can give some love to some folks here.
Sure, the Dynasty Roundtable.
Backseat Fantasy.
Backseat Fantasy. William Mario.
Not I'm not up to date on all the newish podcasts. I don't want to say new, but newish podcasts.
Backseat Fantasy, the Dynasty Fantasy Football. Okay, so Dynasty Fantasy Football nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys.
It's a lot going on.
Fantasy in session, rounding out the top 15. Guys from this guy's from Atlanta, Georgia.
They're all from the south side of Atlanta, Georgia, too. That's my end.
Oh,
all right.
These guys have been around a while. The FF Dynasty.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Wow, look at this. Kanawa Dynasty. What is this one? Detroit.
Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I like it. Kanawa. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Kanawa.
Dynasty Hot Seat. Oh, hey. Certified Inferno. How about that guy? Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. There's some information here that's not accurate.
Yeah.
Trey's HQ.
Still holding on by a thread, HQ.
And Shane is not on that show anymore. Yeah.
Unending Rebuild. How about this one?
Mm-hmm.
Unending Rebuild. Dynasty Season Hard Sports Talk.
Yeah, we're just scrolling the list now. We're just scrolling the list, Larry.
Doer Dynasty. Yeah. These are just various Dynasty. Instead of ours, you can listen to these guys, right?
Yeah, sure. That's go down to the 25th.
So we go to we'll end it at 25. Hit Stick Dynasty. Oh, the Dynasty Theory Pod.
Oh, see?
There you go. That's the DLF show.
Way down there. Dynasty Theory needs to be higher. There's something not right here.
Hey, no, something is right, dude.
The metric is messed up. Well, no, because we're behind some people we shouldn't be behind.
That's not true.
As in my humble, very, very humble opinion.
Listen, I'll talk to this guy. We're gonna get into the top 5. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure out an algorithm to get us to the top 5. But hey, this is what it says. Here are the 60 best Dynasty Fantasy Football podcasts worth listening to in 2025. So it might not even be like a ranking. It's just like,
hey, Larry, you're on the clock, by the way.
Oh, I'm on the clock.
Steady listening to the show here, and double tap first pick.
Double tapping picks.
Yep. He took. Let's see. He took the 104 and the 107.
Yeah, but that's how much money is separating those?
Okay, I will pull the chart up for you. Give me a minute.
And what rookies are even in this draft? Like, what's the rookie cutoff?
See, that's where I really want the rollover, because with the rollover,
like, is it even worth loading up on picks if there's no?
Well, there's always some good rookies, because you can't have every Debbie player out there, or every good player. There's just people that slip through or whatever. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Oh, here, I'll do the money first, and then I'll league settings, scroll down to the chart here. Un momento, por favor. All right, for draft picks, the 103 is 340, the 104 is 310, the 107 is 230. So that's 540 for the 104, 107. It would be 550 for the 103 and 108. So if you took the 108, it's $10 more.
Right.
Yeah. That's where that stands.
I mean, how many rookies are going to be worth taking in this rookie draft? There's going to be like 3.
See, that's what I was about to go to. There's more than you think. But let me get to the DDL Debbie.
It's weird to blindly trade for guys that you like trading from, like drafting picks that don't.
Right.
Because now I'm like, maybe I'll just look at guys like Chris Godwin and Jonathan Taylor and Keon Coleman for.
Oh, I was going to say, so Ashton Genty is owned.
Right.
Ooh. Jim has Ashton Genty. I know the main wide receivers are owned because I have Tet, Luther Burden, Emeka Egbuka.
Right.
Matthew Golden is probably available. Yes, Matthew Golden looks to be available. Let's see here. I don't know. Is Jackson Dart owned? Poor DJ Ukulele is still a Debbie player. And dude, it feels like he got drafted in the Debbie scene 22 years ago. And dude, it's just Oh no, Golden is actually. How in the world is Golden owned? He was nothing before this year.
Golden.
I got Dickey to overpay for Carson Beck last year.
Check into the draft for the draft party. 18 days. Is it 18 days? The 28th?
No, it's
When's
the
the
24th.
The what? 24th?
2 weeks, 24th.
2 weeks from today?
It cannot be. It's Thursday. Today's Thursday. The draft is on. The first day of the draft is on what day of the week, Larry?
Thursday?
Thursday.
So it's in 2 weeks.
It cannot be. It could be 14. It could be 21. It can be 77 days. It cannot be 18 days.
I like it. I thought it was the 28th. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's the draft is 24th to 26th. So
I'm on the clock right now.
you are on the clock right now. Dickey made his picks, and double tap the rookie draft picks.
I think I might just go. And there's two. There's only one. There's two Debbie picks. Now so I don't have any Debbie picks. Debbie money.
You have your 2026 picks.
Okay. And when's the Debbie draft?
Late, in the middle of the summer.
Okay.
I'll pull that up to see what. Yeah, Debbie auction will be held in the summer. Is all it says in here. I think last year it was in July, something like that. It was late.
Okay. Oh my God, this is the worst. This team. I mean, this is a terrible dispersal.
It is not that bad. You guys, your third round pick was Brian Thomas Jr., who was a second rounder in startups.
Right. No, but it was. Very top heavy is what I should have said.
And that's fair. That's fair.
But
there's
a lot of players for here that
Jonathan Taylor's still out there, so there's that.
That's the only guy worth taking right now.
That might be true.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to take Jonathan. I don't even have any Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a league where I don't have. I do have.
It's going to be a league where you have a team that you've never owned before.
Well, no, it's just Burrow, and
Jonathan Taylor now.
Taylor.
You have Brian Thomas Jr. in some places.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a couple of. And I traded him away before he went off.
Oops.
Yeah, it was a killer deal. But no, who are you taking next? I guess you're gonna have to go. Godwin.
No, I'm going hard on the picks. If I'm you, I'm going hard on the picks. If Allen doesn't go hard on the picks, because it could get,
Yeah, but why are you going hard on picks when there's who are you going for? Like is
I just know there's players there. I couldn't tell you right now who it is. I just know there's always players there that you're like, okay,
yeah.
I can see myself.
Now, why isn't
you could go with
why
the
are we doing this right now?
Do it.
Why is this dispersal happening now without us knowing like who's what the player situation?
I mean, that's not that. It's in the It's pinned at the top of the sheet. I mean, top of the thing. If
So
you go up here,
what?
if you go up here, you can see the
Go where? Oh, in the group
on
me?
All right, hold on one second. Is it pinned? I'm checking to see if you can see the Debbie picks. Hold on. Let's see. Pinned, league safe.
Yeah, just dispersal
That's
stuff.
the dispersal. Okay, I'm going to post the DL3 Debbie players so that y'all can see that too. I'll probably pin it as well.
So I bet you Caleb Johnson is out there, right? No one was really on him last year.
That's a good question. And I just posted the list. Let's see. Caleb Johnson. Jackson Dart is rostered, by the way.
Yeah.
Scrolling down. There's Caleb Jackson, but it does not look like Caleb Johnson is rostered. So he'll be there. Yeah. I can tell you that this is as tight or as
All right.
well
Can
done
you?
the Debbies as
So
us.
this is an important part of a dispersal. Like, who are the rookies? Let's go down the list. Is Quinn? I mean, all these guys are taken. So let's go where. So Trey Harris. Actually, he's in the dispersal.
He is in the dispersal, and
he's all these other rookies are like, what rookie in the top 10? There's no top 10 rookies.
Okay, give me post the top 10 rookies or something so I can see.
Oh,
I feel like going back and forth.
Okay.
Because this is it's a bit of a task to go back and forth with this sheet that we have. All right. Hold on a minute. Is Cam Ward rostered?
Yeah, he was rostered in my other Debbie league, surprisingly.
Yeah, he's rostered.
Yeah.
Tet, Travion, Quinshawn, Shador, Big Becca. Is Tyler Warren rostered?
Yeah, he probably is out there. He's definitely out there.
Ricochet.
I mean, Amika, yeah, all these guys are on teams already. So you're like,
Tyler Warren is available. Tyler Warren is not rostered.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to load up on all the. You're gonna waste
so
five
Tyler
Warren money.
Caleb Johnson, Tyler Warren. And let me see, is Travis Hunter available?
Loveland's taken, I bet.
Yes, Loveland is taken. I have him. I'll tell you what. Oh no, there's Travis Hunter. All right. Milrose taken. Scattaboo's available.
Well, yeah.
I'm almost positive of that.
Well, I mean, he's not going to be a day 2 running back, is he?
I think he's a day 2 guy.
5'9", yeah.
Worst a late 3rd rounder.
5'9", 219. 23 years old.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Trey Harris, 23.
Yeah, that really doesn't matter because you're not getting these guys for their second contract. You're buying them now for their first contract because there's. Yep. I mean, she's Tyler Shaw.
Dude, he's 25. Tyler Shaw. I was just looking at him when you said that. How Tyler Shaw all of a sudden? I have never heard of Tyler Shaw. Now I'm not.
This offseason or just now?
This offseason. Okay. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but he was never really in the mix of a conversation until, like, for me, like a week or 2 ago. All of a sudden I'm hearing Tyler Shaw, like in the NFL draft circles. And I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So you could go You could go with a Debbie pick.
Was it my turn again?
Did you make a pick? Oh, yeah, that's right. You took Jonathan Taylor, so it's Alan's turn. Why don't you tag Alan in the chat so he knows, and then he can make a couple picks.
Oh, your boy Alan. Let's go,
Ooh.
Alan.
Yeah. If someone had not taken nearly 8 hours to take their first pick, this dispersal would have been.
Nobody told me.
This dispersal would have been. Look, you just joined the league. You can't just check out of the chat, knowing that there's going to be a dispersal sometime.
When I joined the league, hold on, you had never found people for these spots for months.
It's true.
And you still had an open spot. Then all of a sudden, the spot you couldn't fill, all of a sudden you filled it, and the dispersal is just off and running.
Well, Dickie and I decided to pay for y'all's spots once it's free.
I didn't even know that part.
Yes, you did. We posted it in the chat. We're giving it
Steady Eddie corresponded. I was like, he said something. He expressed interest, and I'm like, we're in. I'm like, I'll get an interview in.
Right. Yeah, it's free this year. Dickie and I are paying
this year's
fees for this year.
So, why don't you just skim it off the top?
Well, we've already discounted. It's been discounted by half. Okay. So Dickie and I are splitting the half.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
We're both so invested in the Debbie because we went.
That's.
Well, I mean, I didn't do it just because this league is the best. No, I want to see how my Debbie plays out. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm not a player. Sure.
I get it. So I mean, Tyreek Hill is out here.
Yeah, there's some receivers. Ayuk, Godwin, Hill. I feel like it was Jacoby Myers was on the list. I'm scrolling over to see it.
Jacoby Myers is interesting because you're going to have Bowers. Bowers is going to take money.
Oh, Chris Olave is there. That's another one.
I mean, are you really going to?
Okay,
I can't.
Larry, you're not drafting these guys to keep them. Do you think you can get more for Olave or Jacoby Myers?
Well, neither.
No, that's not the question. Can you get more for Olave?
No, you can't trade either of them. Neither of them are tradable.
Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous.
What are you trading for Olave or Myers? The 2.7?
No, at worst, Olave is fetching an early second. At worst,
Olave is fetching
an early second equivalent because in our league, where there's always studies out there every year.
I bet you couldn't get the 205.
I'll tell you what, if it comes around and Olave is there and you want something equivalent to the 205, I will take Olave. And I will trade you. Like, who do I have that? Go back to okay, you've got it already up.
I have Olave.
Scroll this list up back to right around the mid-second. Scroll it back up just a smidge.
Oh my God, let me see.
All right, like I have Jalen Milroe. I'll trade you Jalen Milroe for. No, don't. I'm not doing that yet because if he goes in the first round,
then I'll have 4 quarterbacks.
I'm not trading him because I'm going to keep him in case he goes in the first round. I'm going to take that chance.
Yeah, I just saw 14 teamer and I was like, I need quarterbacks. There aren't any here.
And the thing is, there was enough for each of you to have 2, which would have been fine. And then,
well, now I don't have to worry about quarterback.
That's true. You just have to worry about the other 11 starters.
Yeah. Well, I have the quarterback. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm glad I don't have to chase quarterback.
You got more for Justin Jefferson than you could for.
Oh, I'm up again.
Oh, it says you're up. I want to see what he took. Let's see here.
He took 2 rookie picks.
Yep. So there's only 1 first rounder left. That would be the 114. The champion, the defending champion. which in the on the money scale, that falls, I'll tell you, at $125.
$125.
And you have the 103, so that would be $475 that you would have.
Talking to me?
Yes.
So I have $400, and that's gonna really what type of
have
player will
340.
that get me?
You have 340, and you could have 125. I think I would be at this point. I wouldn't worry about the draft. In fact, I'd probably try to trade out of that first that you took, the 103.
Yeah,
probably
I'm gonna trade that
after that. You know,
I'll probably trade it to one of these two guys if they're gonna.
the 114 doesn't carry. The 114 doesn't carry nearly as much cachet as the 103 does.
I like the. Maybe I'll go Debbie pick here.
Yeah. I think that Beware the Fog is the 104 Debbie. And nobody this year has a ton of Debbie money. Like last year, because it was a dispersal, an auction dispersal, Dickie and I loaded up on auction money, like on Debbie auction money, and then used it in the Debbie auction later that summer.
Yeah, this is a Debbie league, so I want to have some Debbie money in it.
Oh, go for it. Take Beware the Fog.
I did. All right, Alan, you're up. Alan, you're up.
Steady Eddie is up.
Oh, Steady Eddie. Yeah, he's probably.
Yeah, he's probably asleep by now. Tag him in the chat, but yeah,
could be.
Did you just type it in the chat here? That's not going to work.
Yeah. Steady Eddie, baby. OTC. We haven't seen Troy in a while, have we?
It's been a couple weeks. It's been a few weeks.
OTC.
He's been in the Patreon chat regularly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen him in here.
I'm kind of wish I grabbed that other Debbie. Well, I mean, I got Jonathan Taylor, but
right.
Yeah.
Which in the grand scheme of things, everything you're drafting to be a tradable commodity.
Yeah. I wanted to go Tyreek Hill because that's another guy I've never had.
Yeah, but Tyreek Hill doesn't fit any of y'all.
Because, but if you're going to get another 2 years out of Tyreek Hill, probably peak. Okay,
my question is, are you winning anything in the next 2 years?
No, but he's another tradable commodity? You can get an early, he's not worth an early second.
I don't know, but an early second in this league is devalued because of all the dead picks.
Right.
You know,
which I was not, which is the reason why I wasn't interested in the picks.
Right.
I mean, Tyreek Hill or Chris Olave? Tyreek Hill, really.
I'm taking Olave.
You think?
Yeah.
Even if his brain is mush, possibly.
Well, only one of them has the potential to be playing in 4 or 5 years.
That's not well.
So only one of them's rebound, like value could rebound. Tyreek Hill's value is never going to rebound. He could have a wide receiver 1 season this year, and no one's going to want to trade for him next year. No one's going to want to give you a mid first. If Olave goes out there and stays healthy, I understand it's a big if. If he goes out there and stays healthy and has a solid, high end wide receiver 2 season, his value rebounds easily. I don't know. We'll see about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Steady Eddie, baby. All right.
Well, speaking of dispersals, we are going to need a few teams for a dispersal for the Dynasty Hot Sauce Listener League.
Yes.
So if you're still listening and you want to get in on the Listener League out there, hit me up, hit Larry up, let us know you want in. 14 team, 3 copies. So we have 42 teams. That's 41 trade partners for you to go and send your nudes to try and get deals.
Yes.
Yeah. So 41 trade partners. It is a Superflex heavy tight end premium. It works out to about 2 tight end. I think we did like 1.75 plus a first round bonus, or 1.5 plus a first down bonus. I mean, not first round.
My team is shaping up. I got Jaden Daniels. I'm excited because I'm still in like
Shaping
a
up
rebuild.
where?
Hmm?
I mean, it's shaping up from a blob.
I don't have any pick. My picks are in the future. I don't have any picks this year.
My team is shaping up in that league too. I've been.
Oh my god! I don't even have that many players on my roster.
Yeah.
I only
I don't
have
know what to do
18
with all
players.
these. I got the 110, the 115, the 119. So that's the 104.
It's another league. I have Jonathan Brooks. Ugh, gross.
Yeah. I didn't fall for that one in this league, thankfully. But
Interesting wide receivers. I
good.
need a second quarterback, and I need a running back. I need running backs and quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So get in the league and try to get to the top before me.
Pretty easy task, folks.
Speaking of that, I think the eliminators are going to start
probably in about a month.
Right? Don't they start popping soon? Right after rookie drafts.
Right. I think it's like early May that Bosch starts getting those rolling. So
yeah, we were so close last year. We need to make it happen this year. We're gonna win. Let's guarantee a victory. The eliminators this year.
Okay.
All right, man. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think so. I'm ready for my
we are
bowl.
2 weeks from the draft. Holy moly!
2 weeks. That's going to be exciting. I'm ready to cry with you about our team's first round picks.
Yes. When do the
hug as they fuck us over once again?
When does Atlanta pick?
I don't know.
They have a top 10?
No. They're surprisingly not this year. I think they're 18 or something like that.
18. Holy moly!
Yeah,
that'll break things up. Well, hopefully we have some friends in that are going to jump in and out for picks.
50. Atlanta's 50. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have people coming in and out. That'll be fun.
All right, then. You know how it goes.
Thanks for listening to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4.